guys, Chris Buckler here with Estate Agent Today, and I'm delighted to be joined by industry tycoon Bryan Mansell. Bryan, you recently came over to, I think, Gazeal a couple of years ago. In one line, what is it?
I'm passionate about changing the industry that I spent my life working in, Chris. And after looking around at many options out there, I found Gazeal to be the most likely to succeed. So hence why I gave my name and my expertise to them.
Okay, and what do they do?
Well, what Gazeal do is we provide a service to estate agents to help them power up their service for customers, focusing on two key areas: getting information from the seller up front to speed up a sale, and then looking at opting in with a reservation agreement to provide security for people between sale agreed and exchange.
Okay, fine. So you'll be quite well versed. It's been crazy of recent, the transaction levels, etc. What did the best agents in the country that you've dealt with do to get in front of the madness we find ourselves in today?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I'll answer that with the fact that the best agents are still doing it and more of them are coming on. And I'm exceptionally proud that we have now a network of just over 300 agents that are actively using our service. What they've done is they've focused on how can they actually help people in a national crisis, but who are trying to move property for a lot of emotional reasons. How can they try and make that process a little bit less anxious for people with a little bit more security? And so what they've done is they focused on giving really good advice by getting the sellers to be aware of the things that they can do when they list their house to help themselves in the process. So upfront information, or getting all their papers ready, being sale ready, as we call it. And then what they were doing was encouraging buyers and sellers to both understand that if they agree something, they should shake hands on it digitally, which is what we provide to help them do it.
So are we saying then our American and Scottish cousins have got it a little bit more right than we have here?
Well, yeah, I mean, there's lots of examples all over the world, Chris, of people that are getting it right. I mean, I wouldn't say that any of them are right. What I would say is that our system is wrong and broken and very, very old, and it just hasn't changed for so long. And, I know you were 3 when I started, as you told me before, and it's been exactly the same as it was since I started. In fact, it's probably harder now and more complicated, particularly for people that are moving, than it's ever been in my time in the industry.
It's extremely archaic. I completely, buy into that. So what does the future look like between agents and conveyancers? Because we typically don't get along.
Yeah, I mean, look, it's a bit of a debate that's been rambling on for years and years and years. And one of the, I think, the disappointing things is that everybody involved in somebody moving, so the estate agent and the conveyancer, but also the surveyor and the building society or the bank and the lender and the mortgage broker and blah, 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 even the removal people, they all have the same goal, right? And what I still can't understand is why all of the actors, as we call them, in the play, in the performance, don't communicate with each other at a much better level. And I really want to see that happening. And we are desperately trying to help the industry and all of those people communicate with each other and get information to them quicker so they can all start sales a bit earlier.
Okay, perfect. So I always kind of end on a tip. So if you're an agent watching this in Birmingham, Belfast, Bognor Regis, all the bees, how do you build trust?
Yeah, well, of course, that's the age-old question. And you know as well as I do, both of us being agents, is that trust is what basically gets you instructed, okay? Your ability to provide an assurance that you can be trusted. So first of all, obviously, and you can see behind me, I'm very proud to be associated with the Esters. That was my choice as the leader of this business, because the Esters stands for estate agents as, I think, one of the pinnacles of customer service. You are reviewed by your customers on what you do. Gazeal provides that ability for agents to gain trust, and ultimately trust can be fused by transparency. So I think if agents are very, should be motivated to, publish their reviews, get more reviews from as many people as they can, but not just publish 5-star reviews. I think we're all a little bit skeptical of constant 5-star reviews. Customers want to see, and they expect things go wrong sometimes. And I think agents should be more transparent about how they fix some of the problems they've had themselves. By doing more of that and giving solid advice to the customer, the seller, about the challenges they're going to face and how the agent can help them overcome them is a way to get great trust.
Brilliant. I couldn't have said it better myself. Thank you so much. From everyone here at Estate Agent Today, we wish you, Bryan, and the guys at Gazeal the best of luck.
Thanks, Chris. Great to be on.
Thanks so much.